Hello and a very warm welcome to World This Week by Latest Laws. This is our weekly program, so subscribe and press the bell icon to get notified. My name is Monica Rahar and let's get started by having a look at Supreme Court this week. The Honorable Apex Court has observed that if someone refuses to produce the certificate which is required under Section 65B, subsection 4 of the Indian Evidence Act, then an application to this effect can be made before the trial court for seeking direction to such person for such submission. The Apex Court has extended the interim protection from arrest and from taking any coercive action against journalist Vinod Dua in connection with the Sedition Case which was registered against him in Himachal Pradesh. Senior advocate Abhishek Singhvi has filed a plea in the Supreme Court for reviving Landmark 1986 case of D K Basu for issuing direction in the case of custodial death and torture. Now we have an update in the BSP minister attack case. Supreme Court has asked the UP government to apprise it of the status of trial against accused Dileep Mishra. The Supreme Court Collegium has approved the appointment of additional judges as permanent judges at the High Courts of Calcutta, Punjab and Haryana and Himachal Pradesh. The Supreme Court has issued notice to the centre on a plea by Jharkhand government challenging its decision to auction coal blocks in the state to provide private players an opportunity for commercial mining. The Supreme Court has ordered cellular companies and internet service providers to maintain call record data and other relevant data if such data is seized during an investigation of a criminal case. The Supreme Court has issued notice to the centre, Kerala government and 12 other states on a petition seeking direction to ban the use of explosives to ward off wild animals. Now let's proceed with the second segment of our news analysis, which is the Delhi High Court. The Delhi police submitted an affidavit before the Delhi High Court claiming no evidence has surfaced to indicate any role of BJP leader Kapil Mishra, Anurag Thakur or Parvesh Verma indicating their participation in the Delhi riots or any kind of instigation by them. The Delhi High Court denied interim relief to a senior army officer who has challenged the Indian Army's recent policy banning use of social media sites like Facebook and Instagram, saying he has to either abide by the mandate or put his papers. Delhi High Court provides new web link for non-urgent filing in both fresh and pending matters. The High Court has asked the Centre, UGC and Delhi University to reply to a plea challenging guidelines making it mandatory for colleges to conduct final year examination by September end in view of the COVID-19 crisis. Now let's proceed with the Rajasthan High Court. Congress rebel Sachin Pilot filed a petition seeking dismissal of the disqualification notices which was served on him and his 18 loyalists by the Congress party before a two-member division bench of the Rajasthan High Court. The plea invoked his freedom of speech. Now let's proceed with the Calcutta High Court. Members of the District Judiciary in West Bengal and registry staff will no longer have to address the Chief Justice of Calcutta High Court as "My Lord" or "Your Lordship." A simple "Sir" will suffice. This decision of the Chief Justice was conveyed to all the parties concerned. Now let's proceed with Kerala High Court. The Kerala High Court has said that the writ petition seeking CBI probe against Chief Minister in relation to the gold smuggling case has to be treated as public interest litigation. Now here's an update from the Bombay High Court. The Bombay High Court disposed of a petition filed by a Mumbai-based businessman asking the government and power companies to reduce the amount of electricity bill that people received in June. Now let's proceed with the Jammu and Kashmir High Court. A PIL has been moved in the Jammu and Kashmir High Court seeking directions to declare Hindi as the official language of the Union Territory, alleging that the people of Jammu have been a victim of the language barriers. Now let's proceed with the next segment of our news analysis, which is the miscellaneous segment. The Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment has issued a new draft of Rules of the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Act 2020 after incorporating changes suggested. Change has also been made in the definition clause. A period of 30 days is further given to submit suggestions and objections. A civil court in Araria district of Bihar has sent a 22-year-old gang rape survivor along with 2 activists to jail on charges of obstructing the court proceedings. NGT has sought action taken report on waste dumping in Jammu and Kashmir's Wular Lake. Now let's proceed with the international news updates. 174 Indian nationals filed lawsuits against US President Donald Trump's order on H-1B visa in US District Court in the District of Columbia. Major US Twitter accounts hacked in Bitcoin scam, including that of Bill Gates and Barack Obama. US court finds Russian citizen Nikulin guilty of committing cyber crimes. In a win for Qatar, the International Court of Justice has ruled that the air blockades which were imposed by neighboring countries of Qatar was illegal. DB trademark register by ex-English football captain David Beckham for hospitality services. Bajaj Chetak granted design patent and trademark protection in Europe. Copyright hassles behind the release of newest Netflix horror series Betal. Thank you for being with us, and we hope this was a productive session for all of us. Also, the link to these news updates is attached in the description section, so you may refer to them. Keep supporting, keep sharing, and until we come up with the next video, stay tuned. Take care.